Oh god, we're doing another one of these. Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are ranking the first wave of the Transformers Legacy United figures. Evolution has come and gone way too quickly, and we're already talking about United. So I'm going to rank the first wave. I'm not going to rank the Commander and Titan class figure, simply because the releases for that is much later down the road, and people are already getting these figures. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. By the way, no G1 characters. We are getting some later, so don't worry. Don't cry your little G1 tears. First of all is the G2 Optimus Prime. It's just a repack of the previous one, no big deal. I put it in the C tier simply because I'm not super thrilled about it. This is a figure that started off Legacy, and we're going to backtrack with that. Again, not a bad figure, but not one that went, oh! Next up is the Energon Universe Megatron, and I'm just gonna say it right up front. This is going in S tier. I don't care if the articulation's not the best. I don't care if the weapons pop off too easily. The fact that they decide to dive into Energon excites me. Now, of course, I prefer Armada and Cybertron ahead of Energon, but I just like the fact that they're not afraid to dive into this. Hell, back in the day, they would have been afraid to do a Titan-class Cybertron Universe Metroplex, and we got that. Hell, we're getting Tidal Wave. That's the second Titan-class figure from the Unicron trilogy. We are just eating well, boys and girls. But this one's just too cute to pass up. Also, we know it's gonna be Galvatron. If you didn't think it's gonna be Galvatron, then who are you and why are you here? Next up is the Tasmania Kid. This is based on the Beast Wars 2 character, and this will go perfectly with the Leo Prime. I'm thrilled that we're getting more obscure characters down the road. I love the fact that we are getting Tasmania Kid. First of all, I think he's very charming. The transformation is fantastic. He doesn't have gorilla arms, so that's cool. Yeah, there's just not much for me to complain here. I am gonna put him in the A tier. Next up is the Infernac Universe. I think it's Boulder Clash or Boulder Crash. I'm just gonna call him Boulder so I don't look like a stupid. This one I decided to put in B tier, simply because I like it, but I'm not in love with it. I don't know, maybe I'm just tired of the whole weaponizer gimmick, and I mean, it seems like Hasbro agreed we're getting them every year. Some of them are cool, I like the Junkions, but it just kind of feels like run-of-the-mill type thing. Still, this isn't bad, but it's got a stick up its ass, and I don't like people who have a stick up their ass. Also, the visor is constantly judging me, so I'm gonna put him in B tier, but not to say it's bad. Next up is the Animated Universe Bumblebee. So when I first saw this, I was a little disappointed by it, but looking more into it and seeing what people are saying, I think I need this. First of all, I love Transformers Animated. I think it's one of the best Transformers shows. I love the head sculpt. I love the weapons and gimmicks. He has the rockets and the Stinger thing, which also combines with the rockets, but his alt mode is just so adorable. This is the Bumblebee I think everyone needs. Also, I like the fact that the bumper, despite being on the heels, is sculpted at the front of the toes. Someone made a big deal about the stripe, and I don't know, I just don't really care. Apparently it's on the wrong leg or the wrong side of the torso, and I don't know, that's really a deal breaker. Nah, this is going in A tier. Next up is the Rescue Bots Chase, which a lot of people have pointed out this is going to be Prime Cliffjumper at some point. If it's not, then I don't get the point of those little exhausts on the side. I mean, the robot mode has the shape for it and everything, he just needs a different head and some decoration on the front of the car. I love the look of this. I like the fact that the weapon looks like it actually comes from the Rescue Bots series. I decided to put him in A tier because I think this is a good direction for Rescue Bots, and a lot of people have been asking for Generations Rescue Bots for a while. Next up is Windblade, which I needed a new Windblade for a long time. The original Generations one was just eh, and then everything else after that was also eh. The Titans Returns one is probably the best one, but it's too blocky for me. So I'll definitely be getting this, but I decided to put her in B tier. Just because the more I look at it, the more I'm like, I kind of go off and on from like, oh, I love this. I should go into acting school. B tier. Next up is the Infernac Universe. Oh god, what was his name? Igneous? Searching it up. Searching it up. Come on, kids! We're gonna go on an adventure to search it up on Google. Magnius, that's what it's called. I totally didn't have to look that up. So I like the idea of this. I like the shaping because it's just different. It's got a skinny waist, wide hips, and a wide chest. It's the perfect woman. I say jokingly, okay? Maybe I've been drinking a drunk or two. Listen, all I'm saying is, it's kind of fun. Although, again, the torso doesn't really do much when you combine it with the other weapons, which I think is strange. It's the same thing as the Junkions from the previous lineup. I don't know, it just feels like you could do something with them and you're just not doing anything. But maybe it's just meant to be the core for the transformation. Either way, you get this cool hammer thing, you get a bunch of different accessories. I put it in B tier again, but I do think it's better than the sword. I also do like the rocky texture. Next up is Animated Optimus Prime, and I love this thing. This is going in A tier. It would have gone in S, but I don't know, something about it just kind of holds me back. Every time I look at this from an image, I think, oh, that's fantastic. But then every time I look at a review and the body just looks too bloated, it's a very strange thing, but I love the axe weapon. I love the fact that you can plug a blast port on the back. And apparently this is also going to be Motormaster down the road. I'm kind of hoping it also turns into Toxitron. Yeah, that's going in A tier. Next up is the Prime Universe Thundertron. Who would have guessed we would have gotten this? I mean, out of all the characters in Prime Universe, are you going for Thundertron? Now, if what we heard is true about the Walmart exclusives, there is a reason why they're doing this. But still, it's just, it feels weird. It also feels like it opens up the possibility for anything in the previous Transformers line. I was thinking it'd be kind of weird if they do a Studio Series swerve out of the side swipe, because they did that with the original line, but now I'm thinking, we could have that. This one's going in B tier just because I feel like it could be better, but it's still super cool. And last but not least is Tigerhawk. I put this in S tier because this is the first thing that I actually pre-ordered. I knew ahead of time that I had to get this one. First of all, I love the Beast Wars characters. Second of all, I've got Transmel to Megatron, so I needed him. And third, it's Tigerhawk. I love the aesthetic of him. I like the head, it's kind of creepy. I like Tigerhawk, I like Airazor, so putting them together, it's like the perfect duo. I need Tigerhawk in my life. That and Silverbolt, which is coming in the next wave. But for now, that is my tier list for the first wave. What do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. Would you like to see more tier lists? And I'll see you guys next time.